What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, here we are on the 7th of June. Yes, it is the 7th. We just closed out the 6th, not but 4 minutes ago, not even 4 minutes ago here, and we did close at $104.4 thousand. This is enough to at least establish that there is some kind of hope, and that this look right here of a downward move like this, the breakout move that we had 2 days ago, might have been a fake out, and we could continue to move up. Now, we haven't seen enough to completely convince us. We're still right there on the fringe. It's very possible that over the weekend we don't do a whole lot. We just kind of move sideways, and then next week we continue our movement down, right? We got this nice lower low, lower high kind of scenario playing out, right? It's very, very possible that can happen. Over the weekend, typically we don't make too big of moves, or if we do, we give it back over the week. So if we move down over the weekend, you'd expect to move up over the week, move up over the weekend, down over the week, you know what I mean? If we move sideways, then your guess is as good as mine. If we were to move sideways over the weekend, I suppose I would throw the directional heading to the bears if we were to move sideways, because this, if it's a fake out, we need to get out of here now, man. Like, we need to move up. So we better have some. It doesn't have to be the most bullish weekend ever. We don't need days that are 6% to the upside or higher, you know what I mean? But something, man. We need something. We like a day like this on Sunday, 3%. You know, we need to get away from here. Ideally, get above 106,000 over the next couple of days if we want to validate that this is a low and that we're going up from here, right? We should find immaculate support here and continuation because of that, right? We got a nice move yesterday. Would have been a lot nicer if we closed at the tip here or higher, but I'm okay with this. I'm not discouraged with this at all. If we're looking at this on a 1 hour time frame, looking at the 1 hour RSI, you've hit the overbought zone, cooled off. Now you are hovering just above the 50. It looks like you're probably going to go a little bit lower. Okay, had a little V-shaped recovery right to the top of the V here. I would think you do come down, but how low do you go? Just looking at the 1 hour, low to high. I mean, you might come down for now, find support at the 50, and then boom, you're off to the races. But that's probably not what happens. You'd probably, looking at where you are now, I bet you do at least go to 103.4K or somewhere thereabouts, right? The 382, sometimes you wick just below there, but something in this area to find support, and then you move up higher. Okay, that's the expectation. With that, the RSI might come down a little bit more, and we could see no support in this area that we found support before relatively recently here. If we were to do that, I don't think that upsets this possibility of moving out of here, right? We'd want to see this move down happen and then a recovery by the end of today. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It's the 7th of June. I'm expecting we'll start off the day on a red note. Let's see if we can bring up a bullish close to today, or at the very least a neutral close. Although I would like to see some kind of continuation. Neutral or bearish wouldn't really do it for me, if I'm being honest. Just with this overall reaction here. Again, the reason why we're looking for us to bounce, we're looking for immediate continuation right now, is because we broke below this 236. Let me get this low here, April 9th, sure, whatever, to the high here. That's not the actual. Let's get the actual, April 7th. There you go. You broke through that 236, not yesterday, but 2 days ago. Closed right below it, wicked below it, far enough, right, further than you wicked over here. Typically, this kind of a movement below the 236 would indicate that we do go to the 382. It's either you do hold support at the 236 or you don't. And this, I mean, yesterday or 2 days ago on the 5th. Sorry, I'm getting all these days confused. On the 5th, it did look like we broke through it, but yesterday, the 6th, moving up like that it gives it this look of a kind of fake out, like a fake breakout, right? And really what we did was we found support back in the same area over here. So it's very possible that we could recover, but if we are recovering, if this is a fake out and we are recovering, again, the point that led me to this point is we don't want to see a red day today. We don't want to see a neutral day today. We want to see a recovery day today. It doesn't have to be as big as yesterday, but some kind of something that takes us up higher, right? Looking at the 1 hour time frame, I expect we go lower. Let's see if the end of the day comes up, right? Looking at the 4 hour time frame here, I'm a bit skeptical. You got these lower highs in this trend here, lower lows here, right? Volume's coming in on the way down. It's coming in on the way up too, though, to be fair. But you're at this area in the RSI where you found resistance before, and overall, looking at this 4 hour RSI, it looks like you've got quite the downtrend, right? Lower lows, lower highs here. It's very possible that you're in the area to reject and that you come back down. Something like this could last for days. We're on the 4-hour time frame. I mean, 2 days goes by, and that's 12 candles. 12 candles is like less than what I have drawn here in time. So in that time, and just with the perceived look of this 4-hour RSI, I would think that we do move down. So we're probably going to have a bearish weekend, you guys, which would then imply, and if it seems like it's a pretzel or it's a word puzzle just to get to this point, we've done it all just to kind of figure out, are we going to see continuation this weekend or are we not going to see continuation? I've deduced that I don't believe that we are going to see continuation. I think we will move down over the weekend. We'll probably have a gap down on the CME gap. Open up the week Monday, Tuesday to the low side, getting set up to move up over the next week, right? Remember what I said in the beginning of the video. If you move down over the weekend, you spend a good bit of the week recovering that, right? So I would expect that Monday, Tuesday is probably the day that we find our low. Where's our low going to be? I'm thinking, I mean, hell, man. I'm thinking we're going to go all the way down to the 382. $95.8 thousand. And it might not happen on Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Monday we're just very close to it. Tuesday we're very close to it. And then Wednesday we find the low. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to happen. But I think it's happening. I think at this point it is inevitable. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. All this to deduce that I very much do believe Bitcoin right now sitting at $104.3 thousand is on its way to prices that are around 95.8 thousand and below. I'm very confident of that at the moment. I would say as far as like a probability goes, we have like a 60% chance that happens. Maybe a 20% chance that we don't take out this low. And then the remainder percentage chance, I would say, is something else happens, but still to the downside. Maybe we don't go as low. Maybe we go lower. Maybe it takes longer. Maybe we go up first and then we go down, you know. But I would say that there's a very small chance here that we actually do recover. We had hope. We had hope in the beginning of the video. And I meant it, man. That was genuine hope. All of this, I didn't... In the beginning of the video, I didn't have the assumption that we would still go down, right? I actually just was waiting to do this. I haven't looked at the charts. I have looked at the charts today, but I guess I didn't like give them a really in-depth look. I was actually hopeful that in the beginning of this video we'd come out with an outcome that was more bullish, but here we are, guys. I mean, the charts, the indicators are what they are, and where we are here, I would very much expect that we find resistance. I don't think that we hold up here for too long. Especially not with the 1 hour. I mean, the 1 hour's getting in the overbought zone. That's nice, but you're getting overbought, oversold, overbought, volatile. Overall, you're getting lower highs in the price with higher highs in the RSI. It's not good, man. It's not actually good. If this is bullish in the RSI, I don't want bullish, man. This is bad. You know, it's not. This is bullish, a lower high. That's a bullish reading. You know what I mean? It's not how it should be. So likely you're going to go lower, yeah. Volume's coming into the downside. You can see it throughout this whole damn range. When we get volume to the upside, we go nowhere. It's oftentimes at the secondary highs, right? Here's your secondary high. That's when we get the volume to the upside. Anyways, I got nothing else for you guys. I hope it's clear as what I'm saying here. We're going lower. And if Bitcoin, understand, right? We talk about Bitcoin every day, twice a day for a reason, right? It's important to altcoins. Someone asked, like, if you're not heavily invested in Bitcoin, why do you talk about it so often? I talk about it so often because everything that you're invested in and that I'm invested in, maybe not 100% of the time, but 90% of the time, it relies heavily on Bitcoin's performance, okay? So if Bitcoin has a perceived outcome of dropping about 8%, what's that say about your altcoins? Likely, we're going to see a 16 to 25% drop across the board, you guys. Look at your altcoin, whatever coin it is. The lower the market cap, the higher the amount that it will drop, probably. Not for all of them, but for most of them, right? Not every altcoin, but a lot of them. Every single one of them, even our favorites. They're all probably going to drop another, I would guess, double this number or around there. Maybe even triple that number. You never know. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, all right? And don't FOMO or don't panic. It's the same thing. FOMO is buying in, panicking is FOMOing, but to the downside. You're buying out, right? You're selling out. If you were expecting that this week or that like right now in this moment in history that you'd have this amount of money, whatever, and now you're distracted or concerned because the price is going down, just be patient, man. Be patient. It's going to go up. We have a little shakeout to go. Don't waste all of your prior patience by getting emotional on this next drop here, okay? Just wait. And not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not selling any of my cryptos, right? Even though I'm anticipating this drop to come, I'm not selling any of my cryptos because what if it doesn't? What if it goes up? Anything can happen in crypto. Some kind of catalyst can happen over the weekend. Elon Musk and President Trump kiss and make up on live TV. I don't know, I don't know how much of an effect that would have on the markets, but things seem to be going down since they've gotten into TIFF, huh? So we'll see how it goes, guys. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here, and bye-bye.